clear to me she was like desperately trying to get somebody to propose to her. So like in the pods, she's half drunk actually in most of the pods. She's got that wine chalice. And then she's just like, baby, but like, I don't know if you love me. She's doing it in the pods and she's like, I need to hear it. And then finally somebody caves and proposes. Hi, Spinsters. Welcome to Where's My Spinoff with me, Corinne Kaplan, and Brittany Haynes.
And me, Brittany Haynes.
And we are going to kick this show off because both of us are avid fans and watchers of Love is Blind Denver, obviously.
Okay,
and
by the way, I dislike this label. I am not an avid fan and watcher. I tuned in because I heard it was getting juicy. I had no intention of consuming this particular program. And then I heard like, oh, it's getting really good because all the couples hate each other. And I was like, okay, I'm in. Now I'm in. But I am not a longtime fan of the program. Do not disparage my name by saying such. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, I am not either, but I am an avid fan of anything that's filming in Denver. Like I feel it's like prideful, you know?
Accept, yes.
So I caught up. By the way, the amount, like the speed with which I'm consuming the 2 lousy episodes they drop, like I have it playing through the glass door while I'm in the shower because I have to see it like immediately.
I know. It's so good. It really has given us so much. If it continues to be this good, I'm not embarrassed to be called an avid fan anymore because I stand by that this is a quality program.
Hold on. They're doing the finale, whatever the final thing is, at our stadium. And I'm going to go. They rented out the fucking stadium. Yeah, it's our biggest deal here. Yeah.
For the reunion?
I guess somebody just told me that. And I was like, well, obviously I have to go.
Oh, the reunion's going to be really good too. I think it's going to be really, really good. Yes, you have to go. You absolutely have to go.
So we're going to get into all of this. I have a bunch of things to say and I have some notes on my phone, but I want to state for the record that I promised you I would meet these fucking knuckleheads out and about. And the problem is, so I went to number 38 on Sunday for the Broncos game. I know they do watch parties there.
Right.
Immediately, like I'm talking the first 2 people I see as I walk in. This is a massive indoor outdoor bar. I immediately see a hair pick sticking out from underneath a baseball hat.
And it's Edmund. Who that is. You know who that's going to be. Yep.
And Edmund is tall. Like honestly, he's probably like 6'3", maybe. So I noticed him immediately. And then I was like, wait, there are some tiny men around him. And sure as shit, Anton is there. So I begin plotting, like, first of all, the best is that this is a packed place. They're there. People are there to watch the Broncos game, but it's packed. Yeah. It is probably maybe our biggest bar besides Grizzly Rose, like, period. There's a outdoor sand volleyball court at this bar. Like, it's a huge bar. No one is talking to them. No one's asking for a photo. No one is approaching them. I'm talking no one.
That is so surprising to me. I thought you were going to say the exact opposite. I thought you were going to say they were getting like bombarded, overwhelmed with girls wanting pictures and like, I cannot believe.
Okay.
I mean, this is a huge deal show. This is all over the internet. This is what everyone is talking about right now. Everyone has to know who they are, especially in Denver, because to your point, it's like a big deal that it's happening there. What?
So here's the craziest part is the demographic of this bar is very young. It was the exact demographic. It's not like I was at like all football guys that wouldn't watch Love is Blind. There's tons of girls. And like, so I'm sitting there like, I want to go over and ask them if I could like put them on my pot. So I was like trying to plot, but I'm like, here's the problem, Britt. Here's the problem. Because I listened back to the episode to make sure we didn't need to edit anything out. And I was like, I say Edmund, we both say Edmund has mental illness. And then we also,
correct.
I went on to say that I thought Anton needed a nose job. So I'm like, I can't ask either of these people to be on a show where I disparage them.
Okay, but Corinne, you're making a big assumption here, which is that they are going to do their due diligence and do their homework and actually listen to it beforehand. I'm saying highly unlikely, number one. Number two, then we just backtrack and say that neither of those things did we mean negative. And how dare they assume the worst of us, okay, to insinuate that we were speaking negatively about either issue. You know, that is, how dare.
I love this spin. My mom had a nose job and I think they're great.
Exactly. Like, how could they assume that was, disparaging? Absolutely not. I think that you should have done it. And if nothing else, why didn't you just go on a date with Anton for research's sake?
Okay, so let me tell you more. So I'm sitting there plotting with I'm with 7 people and I'm like, and everyone is no, like my friend Jessica watches the show, but everyone else is like, who, what? And I'm like, Jocelyn, pretend like I'm taking a picture of you so I can get a picture. I need to be able to send this. I want to put it on the show. Well, then all of a sudden they're like,
me a couple pictures.
I have video because they began in between 2 quarters of the game. There's Mile High Sports does a live broadcast. They're like, we're calling some people to the stage to do trick shots. They don't make any mention that. And by the way, there's 5 people. Only 2 of them are Anton and Edmund. And they don't say anything. Like, these guys are from Love is Blind. This guy's name is Edmund. They don't No one is looking. I am front row, like fucking Tina Fey and Mean Girl. I am front row filming like I'm related, and no one cares. No one's clapping. So I'll send this video to Brock. You guys can see. But so these poor guys who have about 30 seconds left on their 15 minutes really are not getting, they're not getting the pussy you'd think they would.
Okay, but this is a short amount of time that you have to act. You had this golden opportunity. I don't know why your head was not in the game. I feel like you could have gone on a date with Anton. His biggest problem, besides the aforementioned large nose is the potential for alcoholism. But I feel like that's something you've been down this road 1,000 times. You know how to manage it better than anybody, and you love a drink. So what's the harm?
I want, that's on my list to talk about. I have a real fucking issue. Allie, you have no idea what you're talking about. And I was like, I couldn't even believe he was going to dignify this with a response. She's like, there were 12 beers 2 weeks ago. I don't even have a problem if you drank 6 in one night or 12 in 2 days, but he's having 1 to 2 beers a night and you got a problem. Oh, I hate her.
And she was trying to tread lightly, but still make the point. It's so obvious. Okay. It's very obvious to me as a viewer that what's happening here is she just doesn't like him. It's not working. She's just not into it, but she needs a reason, right? She needs a catalyst for saying this is why it didn't work. Otherwise she has to just say, yeah, I wasn't really into it. He's too poor, which is what she really feels.
Yeah.
So instead, she's like, I've got a great idea. He loves to drink. I'm just going to say that I have concerns that he's potentially an alcoholic. And that's my get out of jail free card. And then I don't have to admit that it's just because he's too poor. And I look like the better person stepping away from this relationship. And so that is why she set up the whole conversation. It's not because she's concerned for his health that he's drinking 2 beers a night. That is not the reality. The reality is she just needed to be able to get out for a actual reason instead of the real reason that she actually feels.
The worst part is that if you go back to when they get engaged and he goes and he sips the champagne instead of looking back, they edited this poor guy to try and make it look like an alcoholic. And so what? He had to fucking sip a champagne when he got engaged. Sue me. I hate.
Corinne, it was kind of funny because instead of looking back at her, they usually do the longing, puppy behind the glass, waving at each other. Instead of getting one last look at her before the whatever the partition closes, he's not looking at her. He's looking at the bottle, pouring the bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
And she's looking back at him like, you know, like doing like what you would expect her to be doing. And he's just pouring himself another glass. It is pretty funny. I commend them on that editing.
I mean,
it was pretty great.
Look, it's funny until what happens if y'all don't know this, when you go on reality TV, especially if you only do one show, every time someone Googles Anton, especially because his name is Anton, it's not like Joe. Okay.
Right.
Anton, Love is Blind. Immediately it's just going to say, oh, the alcoholic. Like it's going to follow him forever. And he's not a fucking alcoholic. She's an insane person.
And like I said, she just wanted out. Like, let's just be so serious. But I also want to mention, because I saw a video that you sent me actually on TikTok. I watched the video about the girl that I said she's got like some issues. Like clearly at best, we are just excessively blackout drinking, but I suspect that there may be other elements involved here. And then you sent me that TikTok video where it was detailing like her, you know, past with having a DUI, having to wear an ankle monitor, all of that.
Annie.
The hairdresser girl. Hairdresser scissors, Annie. Yes. Annie with the hair. Annie with the shaggy
Annie,
thing.
The homophobe. Yeah.
I saw it from a million miles away. The glaze behind that eyes indicated more than just like a few glasses of wine. That serious of a glaze, it's only coming from one thing, which is
so what Britt is referring to is there's a TikTok where they have like full receipts. Like, so she had an ankle monitor and a DUI, which all of these things are like, if you're going to go on reality TV, like, don't forget that you shot your brother. Don't like,
you got to know it's going to come out.
Yeah, it becomes really public. I do want to bring this up because this is what I want to talk about with that couple. So apparently the entire rest of the cast fucking hates Nick, which you see Joe when he's wasted at the bar and he's like, well, some people might like him. I don't know any, but
that was so funny. That was absolute gold when he was doing that. And he was doing it with the uncomfortable laugh that he does. Like he does this laughter when he's uncomfortable, like when he's trying to convince his fiance that he's attracted to her. He's laughing. He was doing the same thing when he was talking about him. He's like doing this like uncomfortable laugh as he says it. It makes it so much funnier.
So here's what I want to say about that. So first of all, I have like that immediately like triggered me because my first season I played with a girl named Sugar. I hated her. So did everyone else. But she goes to the end. So they had to make her America's sweetheart. And like the entire cast they didn't hear my, you know, the people who weren't on the jury didn't hear my speech. So they heard it for the first time backstage at the live reunion. And I got a standing ovation. She's sitting there and everyone's like, holy shit, yes! They hated her. We kept sending her to Exile Island because we fucking hated her. And I was like convinced, I was like, how many interviews do I have to give where everyone like America loves her? I'm like, yeah, but the people who know her don't like her. Why doesn't that count for anything? So as soon as he started saying that, I was like, I clock exactly what's going on here. Like, that guy's an asshole. Where there's smoke, there's fire. When that many people don't like you on a season. And then they showed like comparisons of when he comes in and he's like, I'm engaged. And it's just crickets.
Like no one cares. Everyone's like, great. Good for her.
Yeah.
And he also like does not seem, they don't seem on the same level whatsoever. I don't know, because again, I skipped the pods. So I'm not sure, maybe you can detail for me like what led these two people together to begin with, because they don't seem remotely similar. She's fully glazed over and on another planet, frankly, and he doesn't seem that way at all. He seems more than anything to be like the straight lace type. What made these two people even bond?
She basically, it was clear to me, she was like desperately trying to get somebody to propose to her. So like in the pods, she's half drunk actually in most of the pods. She's got that wine chalice. And then she's just like, baby, but like, I don't know if you love me. She's doing it in the pods and she's like, I need to hear it. And then finally somebody caves and proposes. But I have to say, I have to say that I watched Annie in that scene where he's like, it's over. And she's like, he goes, 1 + 1 doesn't equal 3. And she goes, watch me.
Watch me.
I am her. I am Annie. This is my worst quality. Anytime someone's trying to break up with me, in my head, I'm like, just let him go. But I can't. I try. She's like, I'm not asking you to say no right now, just like I'm not asking you to say yes. And I was like, that's what I would have said. Like, I've never convinced somebody to not leave, but I try my hardest every time.
Every time. She was trying so hard, and you could tell that he was just like, oh God. He wanted the conversation to be over so badly. And so then every time she would come up with another reason or another excuse or say something else to try to prolong the process, he's just like, really? Like, I don't want to start over again. I've already broken up with you 6 times. I really don't want to start this conversation over. And she would just keep restarting it, like to start begging once again. It was so painfully awkward, and that equals amazing television.
So, and then he says, which people have said this to me. Actually, most specifically, if you listen to my old podcast, this is what Rusty said to me. He goes, how much longer do you want to do this for?
Right. Because he's like, I can't possibly break up with you one more time. Like, I've done this already so many times. I have nothing left to say. The answer is no. The answer is absolutely no. And she's like, come on, please, just stay with me. We can work. Just watch me. And she's, by the way, fully glazed over out of her mind. Like, I don't even know if she has the coherence to know where she is. And but she's just keeps it going. Just won't stop.
Let me remind you of how bad it would be. Okay, so because the show is based on 2 people have to say yes at the altar, if he's telling you he doesn't like you and you somehow convince him to stay in the game longer, he's just going to say no at the altar. She just wanted the camera time. Correct. I think she was
she just didn't want to be off of the show. I agree with that. And that's probably why he proposed in the first place. He was like, well, I either just like don't get engaged and go home, or I get engaged and I get to go to Mexico and the cameras follow me a little longer. And who knows, maybe I'll end up selling athletic greens after the season ends, or what, whatever. So that's why he proposed to this person who he has absolutely no chemistry with whatsoever in the first place. Something I want to bring up to you about this show that really bothers me. And you, as we know, obviously are good friends with Nick and Vanessa. So maybe you could bring this up to them, because I'm deeply, deeply uncomfortable with the poor choice. Like, do they have no marketing department, or who bought those gold wine glasses from Home Goods in like the early original season? And then they were like, these are amazing. These are going to be our thing. And like a completely nondescript gold wine glass. Like, why is this is a terrible choice from a marketing perspective. It's a terrible choice visually. Like, nothing about it is special or unique. Who made this decision, and why are we using these cheap party wares as like a cornerstone of this program?
I mean, it's giving Little John from like when I was a kid. Like, I don't know why you would do this, but it was one thing when they had it in the pods, but then they outfit each apartment with this. Like, why?
Yes. Like, anytime they have a drink in their hand, it's in the gold cup. Like, they completely take over all bars with their gold cups.
So I do know this because I had a bunch of friends that were on Daily Blast Live, and then because of them, because I asked them, like, so my friend Erica Cobb, who is a fan of the show and a very good friend of mine, she just did a live show with Claudia Jordan, who's from Real Housewives. I always want to say Desperate Housewives, Real Housewives. And I went to go watch their live. But I have asked her previously, because she's done other live shows, and they always she buys those glasses. And I said, she goes, because you don't want some people to be obviously like, if I'm drinking whiskey, I don't want the audience to know what's in anyone's cup. So you do have to get an opaque cup. Does it have to be that shitty gold? No, but that is like a thing. I don't know why it would matter when they're in their own house. But like,
I just feel like it should be like a little bit more branded or a little bit more special, so that way it's something that you would look at it and go, oh my gosh, this is the Love is Blind cup, or like something a little bit more signature. Just an obscure, it looks like just a really cheap cup from Home Goods. Like, there's nothing special about it whatsoever. I think it was a bad choice. I think that, like, who's going to go out of their way to buy these as like a, piece of merch from the show, this boring gold cup? We just could have done a better job, is my point. That's all.
To me, it looks 2 things. 1, that cup looks like it chips the 3rd time you wash it. Like there's no gold left. There's gold all over your dishwasher. And two, the other major issue I have, which I might be the only person, but every single time that they are eating dinner, it's a chalupa. It's like some fast food. Like, is the kitchen not operable in this place? I don't understand.
I don't think they don't even want to move in enough to like go buy groceries. They are clocking in the minimum amount of time in these like faux apartments. They're showing up when the cameras are there, period. The end. Like they are spending no additional time in these places. When they're like, oh, we have to go pack. What's his face? Whenever he broke up with that girl was like, oh, I got to go pack. And he literally lifted up a backpack. Not a suitcase, not a duffel, no luggage. He was like, I got to get my backpack and my protein shaker and I'm out. That was like the only thing that he had in this apartment.
Well, to be fair, we both commented on the fucking extreme poverty. That man lives in a home with one pan. I mean, it's not that unbelievable. He has nothing.
You're right. You're right.
I saw a breakdown of all their income. Basically, all of them make under 100,000, except Edmund makes like 105. But Meg, 800K a year. I really want to be her friend.
Okay. And what is her business exactly? Because she talks about, I started a business, but what is it?
So her business, it's like an intersection of like tech, medical, and AI, something like that.
Okay.
I don't know, but she's definitely makes a lot of money. I'd like to know more.
It went well. Yes, it definitely went well. What about, the guy that she's with, what does he do? The brokey.
Oh God. I mean, he's, I would have to like a sales specialist, but you guys, he lives in a 1-bedroom where he's sleeping on the fucking pullout. Yeah. I mean,
right.
The horror.
He has a futon, essentially.
He's living, he can reach his arm out and touch the bar counter for his kitchen from his bed. Okay.
So it's not good. Do you think that they screened any of these apartments before they actually cast these people on the show? Because it's actually better if you are in like the Meg situation where it's like that meme of Hillary Clinton when she goes to the housing and she's like looking around like, oh my God, that's what we got to witness. And it was fantastic. It was excellent execution. And I'm just wondering if they did it intentionally or if it was happenstance.
I mean, I would be so horrified. Don't you have a friend whose place you could borrow and pretend like it's yours? Like, why would you
rent an Airbnb TV for a day?
Yeah, dude. I mean, really. He's like, here's this fucking 4-year-old has the whole bedroom with like a car bed and Legos. And then he's just slumming it why don't you put the kid in a bunk bed next to you or something? This is just, I had no, okay, so I looked it up.
She was going to buy him Legos and he was like, don't, those are expensive. And she was like,
yeah.
Are they? Really? I didn't know.
He's a service manager, which means nothing to me. That's why I couldn't remember it.
Okay.
It's very demanding though. He's
service manager.
Britt, he's very tired. Okay. That's one of the big,
he can't even be bothered to have a conversation when he comes home at the end of the day because he's so exhausted. He's so exhausted from his job.
From managing all the service.
From managing all the service. We need to find out where he actually works because that's way too vague. Manager. I was looking up everyone's occupations here.
I'm slightly concerned that I'm going to run into him at like Walgreens. You know, like he works the deodorant aisle when you need them to open up, the key.
I could see him working at Trader Joe's. He gives that vibe. He could be like a Trader Joe's sacker. Okay. Let's see if we can find out where he really works.
I don't know if they're going to tell you.
Well, I mean, I'm sure somebody on Reddit has figured it out. It just says
here,
service
I got
manager.
it.
You can't just be a service manager.
I got it. He's a branch service manager at Penske. So it's a truck leasing office.
Wait, like a U-Haul?
Very difficult work. Okay.
Okay. And he's telling her that he's exhausted after a long, hard day working for the man. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to underscore just how shitty the dating pool is here because that was
oh God, Corinne.
Each one of these. It's so bad.
It's so what are you going to do? Like, I'm more worried about you than ever now, to be honest.
Well,
if this was the cream of the crop, this is what they could dig up to be the face of the city. I'm worried. I'm really worried.
A couple things. One, my friend Jess was at the Love is Blind party and Jordan was there. She did not know he was there because she saw Edmund, she saw Anton, she saw whoever else. Joe was there.
Oh,
but
okay.
But apparently Jordan is so fucking tiny that she did not notice him. Like she's like, I think he's like maybe 5'7", 5'6". She's like, they're all really small except for Edmund. She's like, but I did not know he was there. And then I looked at number 38's Instagram and they had all these shots of him. He's standing with all the other boys. She's like, I literally did not see him because he's so little. She said Meg must be like 4'11", and they're all like I thought Anton was short because Allie is like basically his height, but it turns out she's giant. Like she's like 5'10".
Really?
Yeah.
She's really tall. Oh, okay. Interesting. Speaking of people being short and tall, did you get all the Sabrina Carpenter spam I've been sending you? Because I really wanted you to see her SNL photo shoot. Where she was wearing like the frilly dolly panties. I thought
Yeah. I did.
I wanted you to see it.
Thank you. This is a good time for me to pause and tell you what's going on with the Freemason because it's over now.
What did happen with the Freemason?
Okay. I'm going to tell you this and I want you to understand how difficult this is for me to look you in the eye and explain that I continued to date him after this. And then consequently, he got rid of me. But I wasn't into him. And this is why.
Oh my God, you're so right. You are not Meg. What's her name? Annie.
I'm Annie.
You are Annie. Put a scissor tattoo on your hand because you are Annie. Go ahead, please. Take it away.
Okay. So when I went, so you guys, you know that I went out with him. I went line dancing at Grizzly Rose. And that was really fun. I had a good time. I was into him. He's very, very handsome. And he was polite and all that. Then we had another date planned where we were going to go watch wrestling. You guys knew about that because I talked about it in the last episode. What I omitted was that before we were going on that date, he was constantly texting me, even though I said I hate good morning texts, like, please don't text me that. Good morning, beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I just can't wait to be the stable person in your life. Like these like overly flowery, like really like cringe. Then he started doing this. And I have not had a single person I told this to that wasn't like, cut him loose. Oh God. He started sending me texts that said, like we were meeting on Friday. So on Monday, he wrote 5 more sleeps.
Oh, no.
I know. Then 4 more sleeps. He did it every night until the last night. And it was 1 more sleep.
Oh my God. He was doing a mental advent calendar to your date.
And
no.
I just was like, okay, maybe he got that verbiage from his 11-year-old kid or something. Like, I'm just not like, I've told like 2 people and they were like, oh my God, I can't. So then I stopped telling people because I was like, all right, I know this is a horrible thing, but I'm just going to stay in this.
Okay.
Well, then, okay. I don't really know. Like we had a good time. It was fine. I mean, I was Annie. I had to get hammered to look past the constant. Okay. He's like, he was in a men's group and he's had tons of therapy. And he's like, I'm just like really in touch with my feelings and I'm a secure attachment style. And I plan to, like I wouldn't spend time with you if I wasn't planning to be with you. And like, just, it's very disingenuous to me when you do that in the beginning because you don't know me at all. And I'm actually hellish to be around. So I'm aware that like this won't continue. And it's annoying that you're like putting this facade up that there's nothing valid behind it. You don't know me.
Yeah. Did he offer to put an elf on the shelf in your house to like give you some little surprises during the countdowns to your dates?
Because he's in building construction, he went through my house. He's like, listen, I can help you hang a TV here. You should get an outdoor TV. Like he's clocking all the work he's going to do in my house, which I'm like, okay, I know none of this is going to take place, but it's fun forecasting, I suppose. So,
giving you some good ideas for the next guy to execute. Like,
perfect. Okay. This has been a very problematic theme in my life. And I have said this for people who've listened to my podcast for 15 years, like 15 years ago, this happened to me. And it is my number 1 deal breaker of all time. And there's definitely people out there that will guess it. So he comes over and I see his footwear and I'm like, I know what those are. I hope those are not what I think those are. So I ask him because they look like bowling shoes. And there's only one brand I know that makes those. And I go, who makes those shoes? Hoping, praying that there's like a designer that like did this. And he's like, oh, they're Skechers. No. You cannot be 49 years old you're going into a mall. You're entering a Skechers where no one is over 14 and you are purchasing shoes. So I was Skechers. I was freaking out.
Very popular among the older demographic though. I mean, I actually think, Corinne, a lot of really, really successful men with no style wear Skechers. They must be comfortable because a lot of doctors wear Skechers. A lot. CEOs, old CEOs wear Skechers. Like there's actually something to the Skech. And I agree with you. They're horrible. It's a terrible, terrible choice. But I think that people with no style, they just go for the comfort and it's the S.
I have such an ick. Like if you're a boy that goes into a mall where there is a Skechers, like, ew, are you also going to Hot Topic? Is there a website you can pick me up some panties?
They go to Shoe Carnival. That's where they're getting the Skechers. They're not going to the Skechers store.
I didn't leave it at that. Okay. We go to dinner and I ask him again. I say, were you shopping for your son? And then you picked these up and he's like, do you not like them? And I was like, I hate them. I'm going to ask that you never wear those around me again. I really, really don't like them. Like if it was possible for you to go barefoot tonight, I would be game.
Were they a tennis shoe?
No, they were a fucking bowling shoe. Like it just looks like a bowling shoe. They were cool when we were in the 90s. I don't know. I didn't even know they still made them. And they didn't look fresh or new.
I'm trying to think of what a Skechers bowling shoe looks like.
I know. I tried to Google because I was trying to explain it to some friends and I wasn't having much luck finding it. I mean, they might be that old that Skechers isn't making them anymore. Someone who's listening knows what I'm talking about.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I just found the image. Yes. You know what? Yes. I think, guys in high school had these shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were a thing. You are so right. Wow. I haven't seen these in so long.
I know.
I forgot they existed.
I don't like Skechers, but if you just are wearing some shoe that I cannot tell what it is, and I even said to him, I go, it's okay if you want to buy things on discount. You do that at Nordstrom Rack. You don't go into a Skechers. And he put up with this. I don't think this is why he ended things, but nevertheless, I was really kind of out on him, but I was trying to give him more time because he brought the bottle of wine over and whatever.
Oh, that's right. Well, he brought the nice bottle of wine.
I invited him to trivia night on Thursday because he was texting me. Oh, wait, one more thing. So he did not have his kids that weekend, right? He stayed over my house on Friday night. He didn't have his kids, but he had to set his alarm to wake up to go watch his daughter's softball tournament. And I go, but you don't have them. And he goes, I know, but she's in a tournament. So we're going to go all day. I'm going to bring snacks. And I go, she's 11. She's not Division I. Just let the mom take her. And he's like, well, I got to go and support. Then she makes it far enough. He's sending me videos. I go, stop with this content. Stop. Nobody wants this. I mean, it's 11-year-olds playing softball.
This is why he broke up with you, but continue. But this is exactly why. First of all, you weren't enthusiastic enough about the however many more sleeps. That's number one. The shoes he probably gave you a pass on. Not taking an interest in his daughter's softball career, you're dead to him. But continue.
He set his fucking alarm. So we were in the hot tub and then he's like, I got to go to bed soon because I've got to get up at 7 because I got to get home. He goes, her first game is at 8. I got to bring the orange slices at 11. I was like, nope. Okay. So I invite him because I'm tired of the texting. I don't care. He's a terrible texter, as you can see. So I was like, do you want to come meet my friends? We're doing trivia. He goes, okay, let me let you know when I'm out of work. I would love to. Never heard from him again. Okay. That's Thursday. That was Wednesday. Sunday. I forgot he existed, you guys. I forgot entirely. The only reason I wanted to see him again was to ask more questions about Freemasonry. But
yeah. Okay.
So I get a text from him on Sunday when I'm at number 38 for the Broncos thing. And he's like, Corinne, I am so sorry to ghost you. It's just, I'm not where I want to be in my life right now. And I really have to put my head down and grind. And so I'm going to stop dating for a little while. And so I just was like, okay, to me, I'm like, yeah, you know what says I'm not financially where I want to be? A fucking pair of Skechers.
Well, that's true. That was the first red flag. However, I do think if you are going to date someone with kids, you are going to have to be okay with going to a softball tournament. Otherwise, you need to specify like either the kids are grown or no kids at all, because you are going to have to take an interest in the child.
Well, why can't I get one that has kids that play video games? Like, why does it have to be that
Are you going to go to the video game truck on the kid's birthday and sit in the video game truck that pulls out into the street and all the kiddies go in and you pass out the orange slices? Like that is going to be an ongoing issue. So if you're not going to go to the softball tournament, and by the way, that would have been a great time for you to see ex-wife, but whatever. If you're not going to go to the softball tournament, then best not to have an 11-year-old at all.
I'm like, listen, you want to know where I'll go to? If she wants to be a Disney star, if she wants to do pageants, okay? But I'm not sitting for softball. And he was there for like 6 fucking hours because she'd win one game and then she got to wait it out. And then, I mean, both days, Saturday and Sunday, that's all he did.
I mean, that's how it is with these people in their sports. My kids aren't athletic, so I don't have to live that life. Nice. Thank goodness. But for the kids who are athletic, that is like what they do all day, every single weekend, sun up to sundown. Little Timmy is out there throwing the baseball. Meanwhile, he might not even get to play. And yet the whole family rolls out to the field and dedicates 12 hours of their life. Very normal. That's a very normal thing.
I would get a nanny or I would have them learn how to use Uber. But we're not doing that. No, certainly not.
Okay, I think that's why I broke up with you. I'm going to go out on a limb and say if he was so excited that he was counting down the sleeps, that was the hard stop. Your hard stop was the Skechers. That was his. That's That's my guess.
But he stayed in it. He kept texting me all week. How's your day? This man was human ambient. It was good morning. What are you doing today? How's your day? Do you have to travel today? Like there was no conversation at all. Like it was awful.
So how were you responding to these texts though? Tell me the most embarrassing thing that you said, because I'm going to guess that you said something embarrassing.
I eventually
did you play into it? Like, were you like, tee-hee, can't wait, emoji, emoji?
I didn't for the first like 3 sleeps. And then I felt like I had to say something. And so I just said, I'm excited too. Like, I don't know how do you respond to this? Like,
I don't know. It feels very awkward and very not you to be like, no, I'm giddy just thinking about it. Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good fit. It's not a good fit. Yeah. But I'm worried about you anyway. If Love is Blind has taught me anything, it's that the future is not bright, like at all. I'm worried. I feel that it might be time to move on.
So I learned an expression. This all the credit. So I went to this live podcast between Erica Cobb and Claudia Jordan. They have their podcast. Their show is called Accidentally Informed. It's fantastic. Check it out. But I really was not super exposed to Claudia previous. I spend a ton of time with Erica. I know her really well, but I don't know Claudia. And so I was really pleasantly surprised that she's kind of like, I find her to be sort of like the like ratchet version of me. Like she's very funny and I can be kind of ratchet myself. Like I can be classless and some, not that she's classless, but like I feel like I say things I'm about to tell you. So she says this in this live show that they did. She goes, in my youth, I had the opportunity to marry an athlete. I could have gotten knocked up by somebody. I dated rich businessmen, but I had poor pussy management skills. And I was like, oh, that's what I had. So I asked her about it. Like I got on the mic and asked a question. I was like, hey, no one's ever put words into what the fuck I did wrong. She's like, yeah. I thought, no, I'm going to have a career. She goes, no, I could have been getting paid, but I had poor pussy management skills. And I love this so much. Big, big, big props. Claudia, I see you.
What a wise woman. What wise words. Put it on a sign and sell it in Home Goods. Wise words. I love that. But I am worried, but also good slogan. Both are true.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to do some emails? Did we miss anything we were supposed to review?
let's transition into
Okay.
other people asking for advice. First of all, we have very exciting news in the email, in the inbox. We have received a collaboration proposal, which makes us technically influencers.
My God.
Congratulations. I feel like you'll get more dates if you put that, if you can list that now on your dating profile. You can say you're an influencer and it's going to be an uptick for you. They don't want someone who's like, serious and successful. Influencers are very hot.
I mean, let's talk about the fact that Raya will not accept me. I have 28 fucking recommendations. I think I have to be an influencer.
Oh, put it on there. Put on there that you're an influencer, because now you are. We have received a collaboration proposal from someone who works at a company. And I'm going to tell you the name of just the company, and I want you to guess what the product will be. Okay?
Okay.
This is from Feastables.
Okay.
Feastables. What do you think we're going to be hawking from Feastables?
For the record, I do not know. So in case I guess this correctly, I very much do not know. But here are the two things that come to mind immediately. Okay. 1, cat food. 2, edible panties. Those are my 2 guesses.
Okay, neither of those are right. And the truth is just so off-brand for you, especially based on, I am unsure what made this particular company reach out, because we spoke at length about how careful you are with your diet, which is how you maintain that fabulous physique. It appears that Feastables is like the MrBeast company. Okay. It's like a MrBeast. Do you know who MrBeast is?
Yeah. He gives out money to people or something.
He's like a YouTuber. Yes. Yeah. And he has a company, Feastables, and they basically make candy. It's just different types of candy. Chocolate bars, chocolate and caramel bars, chocolate with the drip.
Okay,
it's chocolate, which you specifically said that you don't really do chocolate.
No, because I have no self-control, but also it ain't broke. Okay. I don't need a knockoff Snickers. I don't need a knockoff Almond Joy. Like, what did you do differently? Did you make a different Kit Kat? Like, everything's been done.
Yes. He figured out what Kit Kat, what Mars couldn't, obviously. He cracked the code. Okay. MrBeast, famed YouTuber, was like, I know what they're doing wrong and I'm going to fix it. Okay. And he made the perfect chocolate bar. Now, I wish these were fun gummies. They're not. They're just like regular gummies. You enjoy a, I don't know. This appears to be like a knockoff Sour Patch Kid. Maybe you have some interest.
Here's the thing. The original Sour Patch Kids are not expensive enough that I need an alternative. I think I could just buy those. But I can't believe somebody...
You're supporting the cause of MrBeast himself, who is going to, I don't know, give your money away somehow. I don't know.
Let me ask you, why didn't they just call it Beastables? I mean, who's making the link that it's... this is very know.
It doesn't matter. This is what we have to do. Okay. Do you want the collaboration or don't?
I was going to say,
we're going to take it.
Yeah, I'm doing a really bad job. I hope they still will work with me. I can't wait to try these.
Ryan is not going to take you if you don't do this MrBeast collaboration. So if you're listening, person from Feastables, we are totally interested. Corinne loves chocolate. We love candy. We can't wait to report back on how delicious it is and how much we've consumed. Thank you so much for legitimizing us as influencers in this world. Okay? Thank you so much. Yes. I will be responding and telling them to send you Feastables.
What is, by the way, if it's just free product in exchange for, like, are we making money on this, or are they just sending me fucking Feast Kit Kat bars?
He says mutually beneficial. What do you think? I don't know.
I think this is going to be.
He's not offering money right off the bat.
I think this is a Girl Scout cookies. Oh, Brock, what are you saying? He's shaking his head. I can't hear you.
Are you saying we can't talk about MrBeast?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, okay. So Brock says he doesn't think it's a legit thing. See, I'm concerned it's a Girl Scout cookies thing where they're going to send them. I got to pay for them ahead of time, and then I have to sell them
Oh, wait, are we getting scammed? Are you insinuating, Brock, that we've been scammed by someone purporting to be with the Feastables? Oh
Oh, wow. Okay.
my
So Brock,
God.
because you guys
There's a
can't hear him, he said,
scammer Feastable out
hold
there
on.
on the
So
loose.
they can't hear Brock. So he said that he has other shows that have been reached out to by the same similar email and it's not been valid. So, well, TBD on the influencer thing.
So maybe we do, maybe we don't.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, interesting. Ooh, beware of scams and fake accounts. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I thought we were influencers. I hate to give you the bad news that maybe we're not. All right,
Mm.
whatever. Let's get to a listener email. Hi,
Okay.
Brittany and Corinne. I'm Brian, 22, from Southampton, Pennsylvania. I wanted to start off by saying, huge fan of you both. Yada, yada, yada. Thank you so much. My question suggestion is if y'all would consider bringing on some guests soon. You have amazing chemistry, and I think it would be so fun with some other people in the mix. One of the best parts of this podcast has been the nostalgia of seeing my two favorite and most hilarious reality competition OGs together. So I think it would be fun to see some other BB Survivor people with you. And then he goes on to say potentially Rachel, Riley, Janelle. I know Brittany is a huge Bravo fan. It would be hilarious to see Corinne's commentary on any of the Real Housewives. Huge spinster and have been watching since episode 1. Love you guys.
Thank
So
you.
thank you, Brian. I mean, yes, we should bring on some guests sometime. This
I mean,
is just something that we haven't really
I find,
talked
I
out.
mean, I'll do it if people really want it, but like technologically speaking, I feel like we have like the special microphone and the camera and stuff. But when you ask like whatever, somebody who doesn't have that equipment, like it sounds like shit. Nobody really wants to listen to shit audio. So I don't know. We'd have to pick a friend that has the setup, I think. Right?
I have a better idea. Let's pick not a friend, somebody that maybe you would not particularly enjoy. And then I get to spectate one of my favorite things and watch it all go down. Like, could we get Sugar on here?
No,
Specifically,
I would not. No, no,
I
no.
could bamboozle you
I
with
mean,
that potentially.
oh, you could get Sugar on here. You could offer her $14 and she would do it because she's a loser. But I cannot be in the same space as her for any amount of time, period.
We do
No.
have between the two of us though quite a breadth. I did on my Patreon, I had Carolyn on recently from Traders who also did Survivor. Are you aware of Carolyn?
Yeah, because I have a friend that was he's not anymore. He just lost that job, but he was the coach for the Minnesota Gophers, which is men's basketball in Minnesota. And he asked me, he goes, listen, we're having a Survivor themed night. I'm going to put you on the Jumbotron. And I was like, oh, I don't want to come, but I'll like video something. I thought I was the only person. He video records the Jumbotron, which I can send this to Brock to put up on here. And it opens with Carolyn, this person I have no idea who she is. And I was like, I thought I'm the fucking star. And he's like, well, you're not the only one we asked. So it was just me and Carolyn on the Jumbotron, but like she got top billing. So that's how I know she is.
She's also local. But anyway, she's a new era Survivor person. And so you both fit the mold of your eras very well. Like you're very old school Survivor and she's very, very new era Survivor, just in personality types. You two would be an interesting mix together, I think. And she's probably willing. I don't know.
I mean,
we'll see.
You know that the first guest has to be Eliza. We can't.
It has to be Eliza.
I mean, I know for the record, I know you're listening, Eliza, and you're like, you're screaming at us. But I didn't forget. We know you're the first guest. She has the setup.
That's true.
Yeah.
She does have the setup. Probably more legitimate than mine, to be honest. Okay, dear Corinne and Brittany, how do you manage anxiety? In daily life, I feel like I'm constantly wound up and it brings down the mood around me. Love the pod, Allie. Corinne?
I recently came to the conclusion, because I like to have a cocktail every night, maybe two. Maybe whatever, Anton.
Anton vibes.
Yes, but I realized that this is just what I don't have a drinking problem. I have an anxiety problem. So I can't fucking get the hamster off the wheel at night. And so like I go on, like right after this podcast, I will go on a 6-mile walk just to try and burn down the energy. But I will still need to have like a cocktail of the Ambien, maybe a bit of a gummy. I can't turn the anxiety down. So I am
Allie,
the
this
wrong
is
person.
bad advice. We are not we are not taking any of this advice, actually. All of that, scratch all of that. The best answer for you would be medication. Can we
Oh, well,
agree?
yeah.
Medicate.
Yeah. Like
Medicate.
Xanax or Ambien?
You could take like a daily so that you didn't really have to go to the hard stuff. Like you could just
you know
do
what?
like a softer daily version.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
I
A
have,
step above magnesium.
what's her name?
Allie.
Allie. Okay. Allie. Okay. Here is a really interesting hack. I don't know where you live or if you'll be able to get this. But so this weekend I did witch paddle. I have a friend who's a practicing witch and we went out and I was trying to, one of the reasons I went to the witch paddle is because I wanted to buy mushrooms off of a witch. And turns out my witch friend had mushrooms. Okay. If you microdose mushrooms, I find that those help. I am currently microdosing some mushrooms pills that she calls Snape. SNAPE. And I'm trying to figure out the dosage. But yeah, so I would recommend if you can get a hold of mushrooms, like in Colorado, they're legal. So I don't know if you've got a source, but my neighbor orders them online. But mushrooms are something that does help anxiety, like instead of like Cymbalta or whatever Brittany's suggesting. Like,
yes, I'm suggesting actual regulated pharmaceuticals, like regulated, very very safe, very top level clearance here. Okay, FDA approved pharmaceuticals is what I'm going to recommend, and with the addition of a healthy amount of exercise, make sure your magnesium levels are up where they should be. If not, you also need to supplement with a little bit of magnesium, and then all the typical calming, soothing things. But Corinne is here to tell you to take mushrooms from a witch, and that's the spectrum. That's your spectrum of options, which I feel is quite broad.
One of us has severe anxiety, the other doesn't. So I don't know. You choose your journey, but I feel like I know what I'm talking about.
That's true. I do have significant anxiety. That is actually true. Very good point. Very good point. Maybe I should be thinking about getting on the witch mushrooms. Okay, let's do one last email here. Hi, Corinne and Brittany. I'm a 30-something female living in LA. I work in reality TV as a freelancer, and as you can tell by the shows you watch, the budgets are super low. Yes, we can. Affecting everything, including staffing, so unfortunately, I don't work as often as I used to. Because our industry is in shambles with no end in sight, I'm thinking I need to find someone to marry soon for financial stability. I'm not destitute. I'm a homeowner with healthy savings, but I'm currently on Hinge seeking men with good jobs. They don't have to be rich, just someone with benefits and a retirement plan. At this point, I'm not looking for love. As long as they're not repulsive or an asshole, I think love can grow. Am I making a huge mistake? Thanks for any input.
No, you're not making a mistake. I used to think this was unnecessary to say. But I'll give you this like example. So I went out with this guy and he stayed over and he kept his socks on, which I thought was kind of weird. And so I made a comment in the morning. We were going to brunch and I was like, what's with the socks, man? And he's like, well, I have a wound on my foot that's been leaking and I didn't want to get it on your sheets. And I was like, what the fuck? And it turned out, I go, how long has that been going on for? And he's like, probably like 2 months. I was like, you're going to lose your fucking foot, dude. Like something's you have like MRSA or some shit. I don't know what causes like a weeping wound, but like, and so he goes, I said, you need to go to a doctor. He's like, oh, I don't believe in health insurance. I don't bet against myself. So now everybody, without question, everybody I talk to, the first thing I ask is if they have health insurance.
Yeah, it's a good screen. I would say that's a good screening question.
So when you're telling me, like, when you're saying first of all, I would like to know, because I'm on Hinge and I'm like, everyone's a CEO. Oh, service manager, you know, like you should say, honestly, in your bio, like, I have a 401k, a plan for the future. I hope you do too. Like something to weed people out, because otherwise you'd be shocked at how many people are operating with $613 in their bank account, you know?
Yeah, and faking it and trying to pretend or, you know, purport to be so successful or they act like they're so career driven when it's completely the opposite. You see that a lot. She probably knows a lot because of her time working with people who are on reality TV, the craziest of the bunch. Like you see this all the time. People who have this front of being successful and having money or whatever, and they really have nothing or next to nothing. So I feel like she's probably has a pretty good eye for that and is able to kind of discern that. But I agree with you. I think put it out there right up front. Also, probably, would you agree, go a little older, perhaps a little bit more established in the 401k and had been doing it for quite some time.
I was reviewing the salary of everyone on Love is Blind. I was being very harsh, but like they're young. Like some of them are making like under 60K, but like, I don't know, they're young. I don't know how they can afford to live in Denver, but I think yes, if you go older, that would be helpful. And then also I'm gonna do a callback here. Poor pussy management. You should sign up with the rich guy that's not that great and just ride that out. Love can grow, as you said.
Love can grow is what she said. And that was, I think, the root of the question is, do I need to be in love, or is it enough if I just have stability? I think that was like the root of the question, which I know what you're going to say, but for me, it does make me a little sad because I want everyone to have love. Okay. I really do. I want her to be like actually in love and happy. So I hate to say that it's enough.
I don't think I'm not. No, you're going to be surprised by what I say. I think you marry this guy, you know, like let's say you find this guy, you marry him, but you get a guy that's not controlling at all. Lets you have girls' nights, lets you do your own thing, and then you cheat. And then eventually you find somebody you really love. But in the interim, you collect that paper. That's what I would suggest.
That is even worse. That is even worse than what I was saying, which was to hold out for the true love. Okay, never mind. If we have to find a compromise, fine. Just marry the person you're not in love with. But be loyal. Be loyal to this person. Oh my God, Corinne. Oh my God. Anyway. That's all we got on emails. So
okay, we have a few minutes. We have a few minutes left, and I thought I would just do a couple. So I have full transparency. I have 13 celebrities in my people you may know on Facebook because there's like no shortage. So I'm like either adding or removing. So once I remove them, Facebook's like, how about this one? And so I thought today we'll just go through the first 6 that are in this list. Okay.
Okay. Let's do it.
We're going to open with an oldie but goodie. We have 3 mutual friends, and it is Justin Bell Guarini.
Oh, hey. I remember Justin Bell. Yeah. Okay, what's that guy up to these days?
It says he's the chief executive officer at Found, and then I screenshot. I don't know what the rest of it is. He looks really good though. I'll give these pictures to Box so you guys can see what these people look like. Nice. The second one is somebody I know. He actually set me up on a blind date. We're not Facebook friends, but I have his phone number, so I suppose I could be. David Arquette, who I like very much.
Okay, very good.
This one was shocking, but I'd love an in for this. I don't know if you'll know because I don't know his name, but I know his face. We have one mutual friend. He lives in New York. John Slattery. He's from Mad Men. Hold on. Do you look?
No, I didn't watch Mad Men.
Oh, he was the politician in Sex and the City. He's so hot.
Oh, I know the politician in Sex and the City who pees on Carrie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I know who that is.
We're going to do, I have 2 mutual friends with David Alan Grier from In Living Color.
Okay.
I'm a big In Living Color fan. And then I'm just going to give you, we'll end on this one. 6 mutual friends with the beautiful Rachel Hunter. Hey.
Okay. Very good. Look at you and your Facebook suggestions. Again, I'm not bringing any of those to the table because they are all people who you would be surprised to even have the internet. Okay, in rural Arkansas. So there you go. I'm so sad that we got scammed by fake MrBeast. Oh, I was so excited that we were getting a real opportunity here.
I'm pissed it's not edible undies. I can't believe it's just candy bars.
It's literally candy bars. I should have known that something was afoot because we literally spoke on this podcast about how you do not eat candy bars. Mm-hmm. So this would have been a terrible opportunity for them. I'm ashamed of myself that I had a temporary belief in that email. I just was so excited to be considered an influencer for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I let down my guard and I learned a lesson today.
Well, we all did. You guys, if you want to write into us, it's at where'smyspinoff@gmail.com. We love hearing from you. Thank you for everyone who has written in. And that's going to do it for us. We're going to have to see I know that the finale is the 29th, which must be, next week. Like the last Love is Blind. Is Wednesday the 29th?
I think, because the 31st is Friday. So yes. So the finale will be, next Wednesday.
Yeah. Not this Wednesday.
And then when's the reunion?
Or maybe I'm confusing the two because I think that I got to look it up. I don't know.
The reunion has got to be filming like very soon because they'll probably air it like right after the show ends.
I know. I had asked Vanessa if she was saying that maybe they would fly out. So I don't know.
Maybe they would fly out for the reunion for the show that they're the host for. Yeah, I would. That's
that they don't normally.
Really? They don't?
Not for, well.
Yes, okay, they do. They host it. I've watched them host the reunion.
I know. I think the reunion is actually filmed in LA, not here. I'm just guessing. I didn't ask her that. Okay. But I think she meant she could potentially fly out for this crazy arena thing that's happening. But I don't know what. Okay. Why is it not coming up? Colorado finale? They rented out. My understanding is it's going to be at the stadium. Why is it not giving me this answer? All right. Well,
I cannot believe that they can go unbothered to bars. That is like wild to me. How sad. Like they were really expecting something out of this 15 minutes and no one even talks to them at the bar. And he's making it so known that it's him with the pick and the hair.
You guys, I'm going to give this video to Brock so you can see the video. We won't have the audio to it, but like they went on stage like, hi, I'm Love is Blind guy. And then got off stage and not a soul talked to them. Nothing.
No, I'm really mad at you for not talking specifically to Anton. You could have gotten 2 dates out of that. And you could have opened with like, I would never be mad at you for drinking 2 beers a night. I know. The same thing.
I promise I will see these people again. I go to that bar. Like this wasn't my only chance. I will do better next time. I really want to meet KB. She's my favorite one.
Okay, forget about KB. I want you to tell Anton about your witches mushrooms. That sounds like something that he might be interested in. And then we go from there. Let's have him on the pod.
I just want to make one more comment but I feel like it's not that helpful because you'd have to see the video. But so when Madison and Joe they go to dinner and they're at Linger, a place I go to all the time, or were they at Linger or the other one? Whatever. They're both in my neighborhood, the restaurants. Everything that they did is like right around here. But they go to the restaurant and her family is coming and he looks at her and he goes, do I have any boogers in my nose? And I was like, stop doing so much blow on this show. Like, it's so obvious. Oh my God.
Oh my God. You think before the family dinner?
Yes. I'm telling you, the amount this man talks about margarita salt on my nose, like, are there bats in the cave? That is somebody who is doing blow, which no shade. It's just, you're on TV, like maybe be a little more subtle.
A little more subtle because yeah. Well, you need to see him out in the wild too. I don't know what your plans are tonight, but go to 38 or whatever it's called.
All right. Well, that'll do it for us today, guys. Tune in next Monday and we'll see you then.
Okay. Bye, spinsters.
Bye-bye.